What is up, guys? Back with another video. I'm trying to get two things dialed in: dividends and fitness. I'm eating this snake right now like a caveman. Alright, now I'm getting on the computer. I'm switching to black coffee. I'm trying to eliminate all sugar, so I'm not even using milk. I don't know how long this is gonna last. We'll see. Alright guys, I'm done working on the computer. I'm back on the streets in the 911. I'm just cruising. I was looking up Bitcoin, and because you guys know I sold all my cryptocurrency. I don't not like cryptocurrency. I like it. I'm just so focused on the dividend investing. But you guys know, if you watch the channel for a while, I talk about the ISM all the time. I've seen recently a lot of videos, people talking about the ISM. I never hear anybody really mention it. But recently I saw a couple of videos, people talking about the ISM. And if you guys don't know what the ISM is, it's basically like a survey of the factory floor, like the production in the United States. You can look it up. It's the Institute for Supply Management, ISM chart. You just look it up. Inflation tends to lag the ISM. So like if the ISM is below 50, a lot of times it's like we're in a deflationary environment, like a contraction. If it's above 50 and going well above 50, then we could be moving into like an inflationary expansion environment. Well, it seems that Bitcoin, the video I just recently saw where they were talking about the ISM related to Bitcoin, I've never really related it to Bitcoin, but it's true, it's smart. I guess it all comes back to it really, because it's the expansion or contraction of our economy. So the ISM below 50, I guess you could see that you could say Bitcoin is more deflated or not as bullish. And then ISM above 50, you could say it's expansion. So, you know, you could, I don't know if anyone's taken the ISM and then put it against the chart of Bitcoin. That'd be kind of interesting to see. Like, does Bitcoin lag the ISM, or is it vice versa? Because I've seen Bitcoin against the M2 money supply chart, and that's the same thing. Like, once they start printing money, like a month after, or it might be 8 days or something. I can't remember what the 8 weeks after, I can't remember the time difference, Bitcoin starts to increase. So it's really just the debasement of our currency. It's like the expansion of the economy and the expansion of the M2 money supply. It's just like everything else. I do like stocks and trying to find undervalued stocks, because you have some control and you are actually doing some work to figure out something that has an intrinsic value, and you're finding it below its intrinsic value, and then you're buying it and you're waiting for it to revert back to its intrinsic value. So there is some real fundamentals that you're like factoring in when you're valuing something. Just like if you were to value a rental property, you see how much cash flow it produces. Well, with Bitcoin, it seems like we're kind of just looking at the cycle, the 4-year cycle after the halving. It's really like, is it really going up in value, or does it just take more dollars to buy it because the dollar's worth less? Because they've printed so many more dollars. I've explained it in another video, you know, like a Mickey Mantle card, you have one, it's worth like 20 grand, and then you find out there's 10 of them. And it's like, maybe it's worth 2 grand. And then there's 100. Is it worth 200 bucks now? Do you see what I'm saying? Then you find out there's a guy over here printing Mickey Mantle cards every day. You would be like, let's get rid of this thing. I don't want it. That's what the dollar is. So it's like, you got to figure out what asset you want to hold that it's going to take. So when you decide to switch back to dollars, if you ever do, you get way more dollars when you switch back, because you swapped out. You didn't opt in. You didn't play in that. You played in a different one. So you're like, I'll get back in. And whatever it is you had, it's going to take a lot more dollars for someone to buy it than it did originally. Alright guys, I made it to a Starbucks. I was going to go in here and work, but I actually don't have enough time. So I'm going to go in here and use the bathroom and get a water. Guys, I was just outside of Starbucks. Check out this truck, dude. This is Big Diesel, not mine. This is the dude driving it. What's going on, guys? This thing is nice, dude. Dually. It's a new me, a brand new me. I'm dumping out old Starbucks waters, and I got a new one. I shouldn't be drinking out all this plastic. But no, when I say it's a new me, I've got no milk in my coffee. And I went in there and picked it up, and I got a small one. I didn't get the big one. I still have the stevia. Let me know if you guys think stevia is bad. I don't know what the hell's bad and what the hell's good nowadays, to be honest. I don't think any of us know. We don't know what's in anything. You guys know how I like the Joel Greenblatt magic formula, where I find stocks that have a high earnings yield and a high return on capital? Well, one of the names is PPC. It's like Pilgrim Pride or something like that. They're a food producer. I think they're actually based in Brazil, but most of their operations in the US.
But that's one of the ones right now that's on the chart. It says that it has a high dividend, but if you look it up, I think they canceled their dividend. But no, dude, check out that thing. Oh, he's got a snap-on plate on the front. What? Dude, that's awesome. I was a diesel mechanic, if you guys didn't know. I used to have a snap-on box and tons of snap-on tools. I sold them all, though. That thing is big diesel. Let's see what other cars we got in the parking lot. Got an M2. I think it's an M2. We got an M3. I think it's an M. I don't know. We got a glossy Cybertruck. Shiny. You can see my wheels in it. Holy. What else we got out here? It's like a damn Cars and Coffee. Then you got another BMW. I don't know if those are M's or not. Then you got a Maserati. People are like, who's this weirdo driving around filming people's cars in the middle of a shopping center parking lot? I'll tell you right now, I'm probably the only 40-year-old man with 4 kids driving around talking about Bitcoin filming cars in the middle of the afternoon. I guarantee that one. Other people have a lot more productive things to do, I think. So if you guys have been following the channel for a while, today is the 27th of September. I made a bunch of changes. I tried to cut out sugar out of my diet, which has already been a little hard, but I haven't tapped it. I haven't touched it. And then, what else have I got? What else changed with me? That's the only thing I think that changed. But I feel like a new man. Oh man, I should have got some napkins. I got an extra t-shirt in the back. I'm gonna have to use that. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that. I hope you guys are still investing. I know sometimes people get worried with all the changes going on in the world, but that's the best time, dude. It's like Warren Buffett did say that, you know, like be fearful when people are greedy and be greedy when people are fearful. It's so hard to time it. I just like to just keep buying. For me, that's why I love the income. I know in the end I might not have as big of a pile of money. I might not have a big old lake, but I'll have a little stream. And who knows, maybe by the time I'm older, it'll be a river of consistent cash flow coming in. We'll see. I'm not sure. But I hope you guys are still investing, though. If you're young, you got to start now. If you don't have the income to start, figure out a way to get the income. And if you have debt, pay that off first and build a little emergency fund. So if you get a flat tire or something happens, you don't dip into your stocks. Because I'll tell you from firsthand experience, when you're buying dividend stocks, you're buying for cash flow, and you have to sell it and watch your cash flow decrease, it's the worst feeling. I hate it. It feels like like a regression. Accidentally turning on streets with humps. It's a nightmare with this 911. You know, I wanted to just, again, clarify, if you're young, you shouldn't be dividend investing. I'm saying this because I'm still young. Like, someone left a comment, they said, dude, you're still young. You should be just putting that in the S&P 500, and you'll have way more at the end of your life. Which is true. It is true. I've said this before. I do it because it's my personality. It's what keeps me invested. It's what motivates me on a daily basis. It's what pushes me when I see stocks drop. If I was just holding the S&P, I've done it. If I'm just holding just straight the regular S&P 500, which pretty much everybody should probably be doing, including me, I just know myself so well. I've seen myself in... All I do all day long is look at data. All day long, that's all I look at with e-commerce. Cost per action, customer acquisition costs, conversions, average order value. I'm constantly just looking at data all day long. Testing, A/B testing, seeing what works. This worked, this didn't work. What was the result when we did this for 7 months? What was the result when we did this for 1 month? And I've realized, A/B testing myself, I have a much better result of staying in the game and staying invested and actually getting results by dividend investing or by buying real estate because it's still liquid. I had the best results with the real estate because I couldn't sell. But that's just my personality. The cash flow, the positive action of receiving the dividend, even though it's a negative thing. If you're young, you don't want it because when they give you that money, you have to pay tax on it. If you just own the S&P 500, they might not give you that much. The companies aren't paying you that much in a dividend. So it's staying in and it's compounding over time. And you're not having the drag of the tax. But for me, I know, like, I get why people are like, dude, why don't you take your money and put it all into this or put it all into that? I like the psychological aspect of receiving the cash flow And also, like I say before, I feel like you just need peace and progress. I like the progress of seeing every day it gives me a driver. I can see it. Even if the stock goes down, the principal goes down, I just look at that cash flow number and I'm like, if I add more right now, I will have more cash flow coming in. It's just a psychological thing. It's stupid, but it helps me. So I've A/B tested myself, and I've had better results staying in the stock market through downturns and putting way more money in when things are down because I see the yield go up and I'm excited to buy, compared to when I'm unsure and scared and I'm on the sidelines and I'm like, should I buy more? I don't know. It's overvalued. I just look at cash flow now. That's what I like. It's fun. So I'm just saying that if you're young, though, the reason I was talking about this is that you probably should just buy like the S&P 500 and dollar cost average over time. If you go back and you go to like Portfolio Visualizer and use the back test tool, and just for fun, go on there and just back test everything against the S&P. You're going to see like VGT, MGK, VUG, SCHG. They all beat it because it's like the growth of the fourth industrial revolution with all this tech stuff. But over a long, long time period, maybe they're going to continue to beat it because we are really tech heavy. But over a 10 plus, 20 year plus time period, I mean, how's it going to do? I'm just saying it's been historically pretty good. So subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next video. Appreciate you guys.
Ooh. All right. Woo. This is light work.